And what was it then? You just can't help it. That's okay.
He's got the kitchen sink. It's like a meme or something. He's very, very funny and clever and awesome and cool. I'm already exhausted by this, but it looks like Elon Musk is in fact going to do the thing that he wanted to do before he desperately didn't want to do it and then was forced by paying of $1 billion fine to do. That is by Twitter. He's going to be in control of Twitter, and we are all going to have to apparently deal with that. Now, Twitter is in a bad way, not because of the bots or whatever excuse he came up with to not have to follow through on his contract. No, there's a new report showing that Twitter is struggling to keep heavy users who account for about less than 10% of actual users, but generate 90% of all tweets. I can think of a few names who I think make up a significant portion of that. They've apparently been dropping off. I can sort of get that. Twitter has a lot of problems. It also has a lot more coming because Elon Musk has made clear that he wants Twitter to be more like Truth Social or Parler or all these other right-wing sites, which I will have you know have existed for a bit. And if people wanted that, they could have gone to those places. Instead, they didn't. They stayed on Twitter. So it seems like a bit of a weird business model going forward to turn your product into a thing that is far less popular, already exists and nobody wants. But whatever, I'm not the billionaire. Yasmin, what do you think Musk taking over, what effect do you think it'll have in the near term?
You know, it's just like capitalism, right? It's like we're lousy for choice, but all the choices are the exact same. And I will say, I really do want to hate on Elon Musk for his dumb sense of humor, but let's be real. If I was one of the richest people in the world, I probably would say a lot of dumb things just for my own amusement. I feel like I already do that in life, but I just don't have billions of dollars to make people pay attention to me. But as far as Twitter itself, I have a love-hate relationship with Twitter. It's mostly hate. I don't like the platform. I don't tweet very often. As of this morning, I thought I only had like 200 followers on Twitter, but I have way more than that. I didn't know. I never go on there. But the thing is, I actually tend to actively avoid the platform as much as I can while doing the work that I do. And this is actually because back in 2015, which we were talking about earlier, I was working in marketing, and one part of my job was to comb through Twitter every morning for content or whatever. And back in 2015, it was miserable. Trump was running for president. Obama was on his way out. The racists were out. They were bolder than ever. And all these, very right-wing, dangerous people were speaking out on Twitter. And I feel like I literally watched Trump get elected via Twitter. And I must have been one of the only people who wasn't surprised when Trump kept advancing in the race. And I wasn't surprised when he won the thing because I watched it all happen. It was the most vile and ignorant things getting thrown out into the internet with little to no oversight. And I mean, it was scary to watch. I think if Twitter goes down, I will not miss it. Faster communication is not always better. I think it's like we've all forgotten how to think before we speak, and we are hurting as a nation for it. Twitter needs something needs to happen. And the direction that Elon Musk wants to take it in, I don't think is the right direction.
Yeah, and look, in the end, we don't know what direction it'll take. I mean, we know what he said he wants to do. We know what the right wing wants him to do. And Elon Musk sucks. So there's a good chance that he'll do those things, that he'll free up the Nazis and the transphobes and everything to launch targeted, coordinated campaigns to drive good people off of Twitter. It's likely that we'll see more of that, more anti-Semitism, more calls for political violence, more misinformation, bearing on elections or medicine and things like that. But we also know that he probably doesn't want to lose billions of dollars on this. And so if he does make good on his promises to the right wing, advertisers are gonna flee and people aren't gonna wanna stick around. They don't want to be in a hellhole. Twitter's bad, it can get worse. And people aren't gonna stick around if they do. He doesn't wanna lose a bunch of followers. And you know why I know he's worried about this? He put out a statement earlier today on Twitter titled, "Dear Twitter Advertisers," telling him that Twitter cannot become a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequences. They're going to do all this to make it warm and welcoming for all. Well, not both of those things can be true at the same time. You'll note, by the way, that it wasn't a message sent to Twitter users that you don't have to worry, it's gonna be a nice place. He sends it directly to the advertisers because that's who he actually cares But it is either gonna be the free-for-all place that the right wants, or it's gonna be warm and welcoming. It can't be both.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.